It's Entail from Drive Stick Shift. We're doing a quick brake change today on a 2018 Rav4. We do with the new cars, usually nothing is rusted on, so they come off easy. First thing we want to start with is we're going to just break the tire lug nuts while the vehicle is on the ground and the weight is holding it down. So we went in the trunk, got out the jacket that the actual wrench that it has, and the locking key. If we look, we have a locked nut right here. We feed this on. There we go. Now sometimes it's a little tough, so here's an easy cheat, guys. Get an old bar of some sort. It doesn't need to be anything special. I forgot what I even got this off of. We put this on the end of our actual wrench. Now all I have to do is apply pressure, and you see that comes right off. Now that I broke it, I can easily unscrew. So now I'm going to continue to get all the nuts broken. Then we're going to lift it up and we're going to take this wheel off. Okay, so right now we're going to place the jack. I'm working with a jack that came with the car because it is specified for the weight. Now you see how it has this little notch cut out? We want to put that. We look underneath, we see this little metal lip sticking out, and you see how you have right here a notch. I'm gonna put the jack right on this notch because that's what that little groove is for. And you see I'm feeding it right into there, and it lands right in that little cutout. Here we just want to take the actual one that we have and we feed it in. But you see how it's happening? It keeps hitting the ground because it's so long. So here's an easy cheat. Get a screwdriver, hopefully one that's a little more meaty. And now I can comfortably open this up without having to reposition. So we got our 5 lug nuts off. We just put them off to the side here. Now an easy way to get the tire off before I start wrestling it is just give it a kick. Boom. And now our caliper is exposed. That's this part that actually holds our brake pads. Here's one in the front, same one in the rear. I'm going to take out the 2 bolts in the back. Alright, so for this one's going to be a 14 millimeter. I'll put it on there. I just want to break it. I'm going to pop this off. We got it going. The rest I could do by hand. I already took out the bottom one. And now once I have this out, the caliper should just slide out. There it goes, there it goes. Free it is. And we have access to our old brake pads. So we're going to take and we're going to start to weasel this little guy out. Boom. Now we have a clip on the top. Remember that for when we put our new ones in. And take a look at what we have. So it is worn down. We still have a little meat left. But, you know, if you want to do your brakes early and be safer, it's definitely a good bet. Same thing with our rear. Gonna wrestle it out. And we're going to compare them. We're going to compare the wear. The wear looks even, it's good. If we saw that the rear one was going to be more worn down than the front, then we know that our caliper pins, the guide pins, may be getting a little stiff. But this looks good. So these are the new pads. These are the old pads. We see that there's a massive difference in how much braking material meat they have. So this will definitely be a little better. Now our new ones, they didn't come with this clip. You see we have this clip, so we're going to see how it's positioned. Because now when we put this in, it goes in the same way, and you see this clip feeds in perfectly to the old one. Keep rolling. Okay, so a little trick, we're not going to throw away our old brake pads. This is the old one. What we're going to do is we need to depress the actual cylinder on the brake caliper. I'm going to put the old brake pad there. I'm using a brake tool. Now what we want to do is just feed this back on. Get it nice and tight. Alright, so we got it on one last point before we finish this. I'm going to go inside the car. And I'm going to take and just pump the brakes because I want all that liquid to go back into the caliper that we depressed with that tool. So 1 pump, 2 pump. There we go. Now it's nice and tight. So now when this car goes for a ride, the brakes are going to respond well. Also, you want to do that whenever, let's say we're doing all 4 brakes. If you did all 4 brakes and depressed all 4 calipers, all the hydraulic fluid would go back into the cylinder, into your little reservoir, excuse me. If we do all 4 at once, it would be so much liquid could actually come out of it. It gets messy, and really hydraulic fluid is a bit abrasive. It could do some damage. All right, so now all we got to do is put the wheel back on, tighten it up, and this car's good to go. All right guys, so we got the tire back on. Now all I got to do is we also got the car down. We have all the weight resting on it. I'm going to just take and tighten up the lug nuts, really get them nice and tight in there, and this job is all done. We're able to do it in under an hour. Now, just figure how much your shop is going to charge you. Brake pads are about 20 bucks. Didn't need any special tools. If you did have them, it helps. We're able to do this in an hour with an expense of 20 bucks. And to be honest, it was kind of fun. Hopefully, that inspires you to also try to do some jobs, especially basic ones like oil changes and brake jobs. And you can really see that it doesn't take much to maintain your car. So whenever we are tightening them, we want to go in a star fashion. We want to go around